Good afternoon. Welcome back. Kent Bain with Nine Business Group and Elevate Your Business Chat. Joining us today, we have the pleasure of Kelsey Woods. Kelsey Woods, welcome. Please introduce yourself, your company, and most importantly, what makes you unique and different, what sets you apart, or why would the people buy from you versus your competition? Kelsey, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Kent. So my name is Kelsey Woods. I am a copywriter, marketer, and brand strategist, and I run a small boutique marketing agency. We specialize in helping brands, businesses, business owners who are looking to make an impact in the world. So whether it's a service-based business or a product-based business, we really serve to work with people that we align with, not so much the businesses or products themselves.
And what makes you unique? Why would people buy from you versus another copywriter, another brand, or another? I mean, there's more than one marketing company in the world. What sets you apart?
Yeah, I think it's our ability to listen. I've been told time and time again that people just keep hiring copywriters who come in for a project and leave, or they don't really listen and they fill out a template. They don't really deliver what the client is asking for. And so I think our ability to really listen, communicate clearly, and then deliver an authentic story that aligns with their brand values has set us apart time and time again. And that's often the foundation of what we work on next. So we often will start with the brand piece, the strategy, and then move on to copy and content. And I think that just sets us up for a great relationship from the very beginning.
Thank you for clarifying. You've been at this on your own now for a couple, 3 years, you said, but been around it for a while. Since you started in business, what has been the biggest challenge you had to overcome? How did you tackle it? What does it look like today?
Yeah, I think there's been two major challenges as I've slowly grown. So I graduated from university about 7 or 8 years ago. I entered the workforce and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I'm sure like most people when they graduate from university. And so my biggest struggle was narrowing that focus. I knew I wanted to be in marketing. I knew I wanted to write. I didn't really know what kind of roles would be out there besides a marketing coordinator or smaller roles like that. There wasn't a ton of full-time jobs available. So I picked up a couple small-time jobs. And at the time, that's what I thought I wanted to do. But I just was becoming not so great at anything. I was okay at a lot of things. So my first challenge was really narrowing that focus. And so now that I have narrowed and I've specialized in copywriting and marketing, now my biggest challenge is time management and capacity management. It's the work's flowing in, the clients are coming, we're helping lots of people, but we now need to decide who we want to help and not so much how many people we want to help.
I love those problems. Those are my favorite, and they're often, at least from my world, the easiest to solve, but not from yours. But we can talk about that offline.
Okay.
What is one thing you know now that you wish you would have known when you entered and kind of got into your space?
Yeah, I get asked this question a lot, and I actually always tell people two things. The first one would be hire support before you think you need it. I pushed that off as long as possible. I think I maybe had a point of pride, or I thought that it wasn't as much my business. I was losing control, all of the things that you might fear when you're hiring support, but it has made my life a million times easier. I hired my first virtual assistant. She was my first hire ever, followed by a graphic designer, followed by writers. And they've just helped me be able to stay in my zone of genius, elevate the level of work we do, and help more people, which has always been my mission, is to help more impact-driven people. So hiring support is like, I can just say that over and over again.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, there's a ton to be said for it. And a friend of mine likes to put it this way. Sometimes our job as entrepreneurs, well, more often than our job as entrepreneurs, is to hire people and slowly fire ourselves from different jobs in the company. So totally relate, totally get it. If there was a pirate, a thief, breaking into your business, hacking into your systems, walking in your back door, what would they be stealing from you?
Ooh, that's a very good question. Are we talking business or personal?
Let's go with business. What on a business front, what would they be stealing from you?
I think they'd want our processes. And it's funny as I even say that out loud because they're not even all written and templated out. But I think that the way we service our clients is really unique. It never feels that unique to me until clients reiterate that over and over. So I think the seamless, easy way that we help clients through a process, I think is really valuable.
It's super valuable, especially I'm sure it keeps clients coming back to you, but more importantly, increases your referability as well. Since you started in business, now looking at it today, what's your definition of a successful business?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think I used to think it really centered around money and revenue. And I still think that money does play a huge part in success, because the more money you have, the more influence you can make, the more people you can reach and help. But for me, it's really come down to mental happiness and what that looks like, because the more I used to focus on the money, the less time and energy I would have for my personal relationships and my passions and just time offline. Again, time off a computer is success to me, because as a copywriter and marketer, you can believe how much time I spend on the computer and on my phone and reviewing other people's work. So it really comes down to my value stack and how much attention that gets aside from my business.
I like that value stack. Good for you. Last question. What do you want to be known for?
Storytelling, number one. It's the oldest form of education. It's the oldest form of just sharing people's values and what's important to them. And I think in a world of increased communication and technology, the true, genuine, meaningful, impactful stories stick the most and mean the most, and are the one way that brands can really, really get ahead. And we've been told that we're great at it at my company. And so I'd love to keep doing that. And if that's what people tell their friends and family, and that's why they should come to us, I would love that.
Absolutely fantastic. So you kind of said you're at capacity, slowly looking to grow and seeing, be mindful of growth. But let's blow the lid off of it. Where do we want to send people? Where do people want to find you to engage with you so they can start telling their stories better?
You betcha. Yeah, we always have room for a few. We don't have room for a lot. So if you're interested in working with us, you can find us at contentbykelsey.com. You can also find us at Content by Kelsey on Instagram, Facebook, and who knows, there'll probably be more platforms by the time you're watching this. So that would be awesome.
Isn't that the truth? Excellent. Thank you very much, Kelsey. You've been great. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the sunshine, because spring is days away.
Yay. Thanks so much, Ken.
You're welcome.